Hey team, can you confirm? Okay, I can see Neha has joined, so hopefully I'm back live again. Guys, my apologies. I'm really having trouble today. I don't know what it is, but okay. Coming back to Sija's question, Sija has got a very good background in journalism and digital. 10 years of experience in corporate communications, journalism, and digital marketing is amazing, Sija. So I think what you need to look at is not necessarily get yourself into one specific. Sija, can you confirm you are able to hear me because I'm answering your question right now. So can you please confirm you can hear me? So I hope you are able to listen to what I'm saying. But your background is brilliant and your entire profile is fantastic. So I think what I would like you to do is not get yourself too specifically into one particular area like digital marketing or public relations, because public relations is not really in the skill shortage list, to be honest, at this point. But what I would suggest you is to look at a more generic business kind of a course at the postgraduate level, which will touch upon all the areas that you already have, like communication and marketing and digital marketing and public relations and so on and so forth. So I think it might be better for someone like you with 10 years of work experience to be able to come onto um, into a more generic business course, and then based on that be able to seek a opportunity in any different business area. So that would be my recommendation, Sija. I'm sorry my answer got interrupted because for some reason the connection seems to be going on and off, so because of that I'm having a lot of interruptions. But if you have further queries about your course selection, Sija, please inbox me and we'll be able to have a chat with the team and myself. We'll be able to give you the right advice. Okay, right. Next question was from Cho Hillary. Hi, Mr. Jacob. I have masters in electrical and computer engineering and a bachelor's degree in electrical and electronic engineering with good academic standings. Are there PhD scholarship opportunities? Hi, Cho. I mean, yes, we are wanting to attract PhD students into New Zealand. We are trying to grow as a knowledge economy, and we want to attract good researchers, especially from places like subject areas like electronics and electrical, which is also in our long-term skill shortage area. So I think, yeah. Now, as far as scholarships are concerned, the PhD students already get the advantage of getting their fees in New Zealand is domestic fees and not international fees, which means you're paying, about one third or one fourth of what international students normally would pay. So there's already a scholarship built into doing a PhD in New Zealand. Plus, you get, work rights. Plus, if you're coming with your family, your spouse would get work rights, and your children would get education rights in New Zealand. So overall, there are a lot of benefits. So please connect with us, and we'll give you more details about doing a PhD in New Zealand. And also, there is a video I have on my YouTube channel which specifically talks about PhD. So have a look at that as well. And once you connect with us, we'll be able to give you with more details. All right. Cool. And I hope for all the people who were disconnected because of my little shenanigans with my connection today. Well, I hopefully have covered most of the questions, and now jumping back into any more questions. And Sija, if you're still around, I would be happy to answer more questions. But because of the interruptions, guys, it looks like some of the questions which were in the previous session kind of got deleted. So I'm sorry about that. But today, I think for the first time, I was having some serious issues and concerns with the connection and my live FB broadcast. So I'll need to get down to the bottom of that and see how to fix that the next time. But the next question is from Abin. And Abin says, I'm Abin from India, now in Kuwait, working as panel beater in Toyota dealership. Do you have any job vacancy in New Zealand? Abin, again, this is something that I keep talking about quite regularly. It's not easy to find a job in New Zealand when you're not present in the country. So we encourage people who are seeking futures in New Zealand to somehow make it into the country first. And because when you're not present in the country and you're trying to find a job, it is not easy. And a lot of times, employers here are also not keen to speak to people who are not present in New Zealand because employers don't want to get involved with visas and all those kinds of hassles. So we recommend that people actually come into New Zealand and then while you're onshore to be able to seek opportunities. Panel beaters, I think, are in quite a lot of demand in New Zealand. They may not necessarily be on a skill shortage list, but there is a lot of work around panel beating and those kinds of trades. So one way for you to look at making it a bin might be to actually be able to enter the country on a related course, like do a course in something to do with mechanical or with your particular trade, uh, and then based on the your course that you've completed and at the right level, if you're eligible for a post-study work visa, then you probably could go on and look for some work. Okay. Next question from Jasveer Singh, and he says, out of curiosity, AJV is equal to Arun Jacob V what? Okay, good question, Jasveer. I mean, yeah, I know I'm not an egoistic sort of guy or anything, but when I had to choose a name for the company, it was actually my accountant who suggested, why don't you call it Arun Jacob Ventures? So V stands for ventures, but I keep telling my team that. AJ also stands for always jovial, and I encourage my team to be jovial all the time and to be friendly with all our clients and our students and to kind of maintain that nice. So yeah, but you're right. AJV does stand for Arun Jacob Ventures, and but like I said, hopefully it will also mean always jovial, where we guys are always friendly and frank with you guys and being able to give the right information. So that's pretty much it at the moment. And unfortunately, because of the many interruptions we had in today's session, unfortunately, a lot of, I think, questions, which were good questions actually, which were being asked also kind of got deleted from the previous one. But I think the two outstanding questions were from Sija, and hopefully I have answered Sija and told her what should be her future course of action. Sija, I'm also going to discuss your profile with Ruben and with the rest of the team, and we'll come back with our my personal opinion about it. But I personally think you're probably better off to pick a more generic business course than getting into specifically into digital marketing or into public relations. So I don't like people to narrow themselves down into one particular area because I'll tell you the trouble with that is if you get if you get yourself into too narrow a path, let's say you come to New Zealand and do a course in postgraduate diploma in digital marketing, for instance. So then, by law, once you complete the course, you will need to get a job only as the in digital marketing area. But let's say you come with and do a generic course in business, which has got papers in marketing, HR, administration, finance, all those, everything is connected. And based on your fantastic background that you already have 10 years of work experience, and if you do a course that is more broad, then your chances of getting a job are also broader. And whether you get a job in marketing or in HR or in public relations or in finance or whatever, we can then connect them and say, hey, look, but the job I found now is also linked to my course because those papers were also there. But if you narrow yourself too down and you do only a postgraduate diploma in public relations or postgraduate diploma only in digital marketing, then you're kind of narrowing it down too much. And then you will need to be able to get a job only in the public relations domain or in the digital marketing domain. And that is in doing that, you're limiting your opportunity. So that is my advice to you, Sija. Hopefully, I have clarified it to you. If you still have some doubts, please inbox your queries. And like I said, I will discuss it with the team and absolutely come back to you with the right suggestion. Now, there's a couple of other questions. Just here, by the way, my team confirms that you're working with us. Thank you so much for that. Always a big hello to all our AJV students. Your application is also launched, and I hope to see you in New Zealand very shortly. Okay. I've been I've completed ITI in 3 to 4 years experience. How to apply for PR? Not easy, Abin. For people with masters and many years of um, work experience, getting direct PR is not very easy, and which is where I recommend that you send your CV to info@ajvglobal.com. We will take a look, but quite frankly, if you only have done an ITI and you only have 3 to 4 years of experience, I don't think it's a very viable option for a direct residency. But we'll come back to you and give you more suggestions. Okay. Muscat guy asks also if one has 2 years student visa and he finds a job just within few months of joining the college, could he get convert student visa to employment visa work permit? Technically, you could, but my suggestion and advice to you on that is, why do you want to waste your the fees that you're paid into the college? My recommendation is don't be in a hurry. If somebody has given, in fact, it happened with one of my students. He came into New Zealand. He started doing a course from AUT University, and into the third or fourth month of his stay in New Zealand, he actually got a good job with a company which was similar to the work he did before. So, frankly, from a residency and a further work visa perspective, he probably could have gotten that. But my advice to him was to work part time while he's still studying, and because that company already recognized his value, and the course gets over within 5 6 months time anyway, to work part time with that company, establish yourself well. Tell them as soon as I finish my course, I will join you full time. So you not only get your degree, that means you don't waste the fees you're paid, but then you're also building your work experience. And then over a period of time, once you finish that, you'll be in a position to apply for the rest. So my advice to anybody who gets a full time job while you're still studying, try and finish your course, start working part time instead, and tell that employer as soon as I finish my course, I'll come back to you because you like me, give me a full time job, and I will go get a visa and work with you further. So that'll be my advice to you guys. And looks like I am almost out of questions today. And thanks to all those unfortunate technical problems of some interruptions today, I was not able to do it in one nice flow as I normally do. I had to fiddle with some wires behind my computer and try and make it to try and make it go, even though there were some interruptions. But thanks as always for watching my live broadcasts and telecasts. And for all those of you who still have further questions, please connect with our team. We'd be delighted to work with you and help you. And I started this broadcast and telecast today by telling you that it is not easy to come to New Zealand or to any other country and to study and to find job and settle down. It is not easy, guys. We will never ever try to make it sound like it is easy. But if you have the right advisor and a good guide like a company like AJV, hopefully your chances of success will go up. So that's what I keep sending out as a message all the time. And last question, Tariq says, please let me know about electrical engineering jobs. Tariq, just go to our biggest job portal called seek.co.nz and you should be able to get that information. And if you're beyond that, if you're still looking for information, email your CV to us to info@ajvglobal.com and we'll give you some advice. So I guess I'll wind up now for the day because I was not too happy with the session. There were too many interruptions, but hopefully there was still some good information that I was able to share. So I'll come back again this week online and talk to you guys again. But till such a time, thanks for watching my live broadcasts and videos as always. Please share it with your family and friends. And till the next time, goodbye from Hamilton.